What's up, Chic Squad? Back in the building with another video.
It's simple, I love it. Having you near me, having you here, hot conversations.
What's up, everybody? Showing love to the solo, taking it easy, and married mothers and brothers out there. If you're new to this channel, make sure you push that subscribe button and make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. My name is Chic Squad, and we do a little bit of everything on this channel. Yo, we back with P-Valley episode 2. Yo, episode 2, 7 pounds of pressure. So y'all want to get into it? Let's get into this video, y'all. They kick off the episode with the auditions. Of course, you know that Winter, I want to call her Winter, I don't know, I might be saying her name wrong, but you know, I'll put her up here for y'all. But I would just call her a light-skinned girl too, because you know, they always like, well, Uncle Clifford, they like, one thing about this show, you know, they always kind of bring colorism in it, but they bring it in a different way, you know what I mean? They be like, oh, you're a yellow heifer, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, I'm personally not used to that, you know, all the time, you know what I mean? Because I'm used to hearing, you know, the dark skin thing, you know what I mean? So it's like, sometimes I might just address her and say the light skinned girl if I don't remember exactly her name, but I think it's Winter. Anyway, Winter started off auditions because she feels as though, you know, they need some new girls because, of course, Mercedes is down, her arm is messed up, and they feel like they just need some new girls because Keishana, you know, the girl that was dancing, that's on tour with Murder, going on tour with Murder, she not, you know, there no more. So now, you know, some of their big girls is kind of down, and you know, they kind of look at Mercedes like she's getting old, you know what I mean, or in their own way. And which in stripper age, the stripper world, she probably is getting a little older, you know. So they hold the auditions and they kind of like trying to figure out which girls to go with. Mercedes, you know, because she is such a athletic stripper, let's say that. She looking for girls who know how to work the pole, who can pull up on the pole, who can do tricks, who can do that. But you know, Winter, she looking for more of, you know, a girl who just got that vibe, you know, that look, you know, big booty, maybe can't work the pole, maybe can't dance that good, but it's just like eye candy. So they going through their different things, and Uncle Clifford there. So they kind of, that was just like a little moment, you know, just for like, I guess you could say one of their sexualized moments, if you would like to see the girls doing the tricks and the pole dancing and all that. It was kind of bringing P-Valley back just a little bit, We coming back just a little bit. So then we get into Keishon, we get to her house, and of course her husband is unemployed. And I think that's something that's just been going on anyway. I don't think this is nothing new just because of the pandemic. I think she has been like the breadwinner for the family, you know, overall. I really look at it like you know, she does the stripping and all of that because that's her way that she knows to provide, and that's, you know, he allows her to do it as long as, you know, I guess it's going to bring in money, you know. But it was a little awkward to me, because first of all, the white man, her husband, I can't think of his name right now, but he is trying to press charges on Diamond, which is, you know how that go, you know, it don't really surprise you, you know, because that's how it go, you know what I mean. One thing about, you know, like, okay, let's just put it like this. One thing about white and black, when it comes to white and black having altercations, it seems like sometimes whites handle it a little bit differently than blacks. You know what I mean? It's like when a white person is in the wrong, sometimes they don't really like take full ownership of being in the wrong, and they want to sometimes make it where I'm right. And how can I make this right for me, even though I know that I was in the wrong? You know, and that's a little bit of white privilege, you know what I mean? And the way that their mindset it thinks like that, you know what I mean? So, you know, that was a little bit of white privilege going on, where he thinking like, I'm right in this moment, even though he was clearly wrong, and they both was in a position where things got heated. So, you know, the sheriff just like, hey, you know, if I press charges on Diamond, then I have to press charges on you because of the altercation. So it's kind of weird. And then Keyshawn had a little moment with the cop. I don't know what that was about, you know. Like for me, I'm thinking like, did he try to pimp his wife out or something, like, in a way, like, did she try to get on to people for, I don't know. I don't know. That moment was a little awkward for me. If you get it, what was going on there, they let me know. But it just seemed like he got up and left, and she's sitting there with this cop, you know, on some, you know, I do this, I do that type shit. I don't know. Anyway, you know, they trying to get this club, you know, still, because, you know, they want this club to sell this club so they can do this casino. They still trying to do this project. This is still going on. But they feel as though that because this under new ownership with the girl, they feel as though that she'll turn. And I personally feel like that too. Okay, you know, when I was watching the show, don't get me wrong, okay, cool, you know, she done came up or whatever. But at the same time, it's like her whole come up is scamish. You know, she is conniving, she is a crook, you know, and I don't trust her business wise, you know what I mean? I don't trust her, you know. I don't feel like she is in the best interest for anybody. I feel like she's going to in the best interest for herself, and that's just me personally coming from a woman. You know, a male perspective or somebody else's perspective may be different of her, but I still look at her like, you know, I still you see you doing shicey stuff if it came down to it, because at the end of the day, when all this stuff went down anyway, she was all for herself. She was ready to leave Mercedes and run off with all that money, you know. And she kind of like unsure sometimes, and it kind of like make you unsure of her, you know, because of how she came into the whole situation, you know. So who knows. So then we get into Clifford's gonna have his 40th birthday party. So Winter, she's trying to open up do the reopening on Clifford's birthday. Well, I don't know if she necessarily knew it was his birthday, but he just like, no, this is not a good time, you know, it's his birthday. And so she don't care, because she feel like the club need to get some money and this and that. Like I said, with her, I'm still not feeling it, because I just feel like, even though she got this ownership in this club, I still feel like Uncle Clifford still should be running this thing. You know, because just because I'm the boss don't mean, or just because I'm the owner of the company, it don't mean that I'm running the company. You know, sometimes you have to fall back and let the people who know how to run this company run it for you. You know, or run, the situation, because I don't feel like she was ever in a position where the girls gonna listen to her. The girls don't really like her, you know what I mean? You know, the new girls might like her now only because she's in a position where they think she's the owner. But like in reality, you know, it's hard to get women to get along in this catty world that we got going on. So I feel like my personal opinion is, I feel like Uncle Clifford is the best one to run the girls. Like, and who's in charge of the girls? And I feel like Uncle Clifford is in charge of the girls. And that's what that's what made me like this show. The fact that they had like this man in charge of the girls, you know what I mean? Like, it just, that was it for me. So I'm not feeling her running the club, and that's the one that Uncle Clifford and her going back and forth, of course, and then Uncle Clifford told her, I'm too much of a cat to be by a kitten, you know what I mean? So you know how he go with them lines. He got the lines for days. So I thought that was funny. So then they go into the mom. She goes into where the blessings reside, where the blessings reside, where the blessings reside. She go into that, and like I told y'all, she coming up off this church thing, all off Mercedes money, you know. But I thought that was funny. She got her own commercial. But where did that come from? Where the blessings reside, where the blessings reside, where the blessings reside. Where'd that come from? I don't know where it come from, but I remember that from somewhere. But yeah, that was going on. So then Uncle Clifford goes home and he's boo-hooing to his grandma, because he is just not feeling winter. And so you know, Loretta Devine is his grandma, and you know, he just can't take it. He ain't had no nothing, no intercourse, no sexual enticement in 5 months. You know what I mean? He can't take it. And then the grandmom is just like, honey, it's been 15 years for me. You know, and I'm just like, dang, how you go 15 years? Like, like, don't get me wrong, if this doesn't apply to people who never had or intercourse before, and even if you know, this doesn't apply to those people. And you know, I understand if you being celibate, that's your life, but to just not go out there and venture off for yourself 15 years and just let yourself get old and just nothing, you know, like, woo. But that's what's going on with her life, y'all. So then murder come and visit, y'all. He wanted to come see Uncle Clifford. He knew Uncle Clifford was there, but Uncle Clifford hid behind the door. Like, am I the only one that like be feeling that relationship? Like, is it wrong for me to be like feeling that relationship that they got? Like, I don't know what it is, and it's like it's a relationship where, you know me, I'm neutral in the whole world of gay, straight, bi, whatever. I'm neutral. I'm like, whatever you want to be, that's on you. You know what I mean? Like, I come from an era where that wasn't accepted as much as it is now. That's just what it is. So I knew that when I grew up, I was always told that's wrong, 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 wrong. So I cannot sit here and just act like it's wrong, 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 wrong. It's not in the back of my head. But at the same time, I'm still in this open mind world of just saying, hey, I cannot judge people for what they choose to do with their life. You know, that's just how I am. Like, that's just where it's at for me. And I feel like a person can do whatever it is they want to do with their life. That's just it. You know, so it's kind of like I'm torn when I see this relationship with them, because it's like, should I be feeling like this wrong, or is it like, it's like I feel a spark, you know what I mean? And it's like I don't really ever feel a spark when I see, you know, gay relationships. You know, it don't really do nothing for me, like, emotionally. You know, when I see gay relationships, I always just think sexual. I just think it's a sexual thing, you know what I mean? Because, you know, it's always just seems sexual. I don't see, you know, to me, I don't ever see gay relationships as being, I don't personally see a lot that has this emotional spark for me. You know how like you watch certain movies and certain little parts that give you butterflies or make your heart flutter. You know, that don't usually happen for me with gay relationships. You know what I mean? So that relationship is a lot different for me. You know, and it gives me a little bit of like, ooh, I don't know. It just do that for me. It just do it for me. So he come over, and you know, Uncle Clifford, he still ain't talking to him, and it's understandable because, you know, the situation. So the boy that's Obama boy, I can't think of his name, y'all. He go over to the mayor's house. The mayor full of that, and I don't know, I'm a little bit lost. You know, some points come out that you get a little confused on. He was going through some checks or something. I don't know. He called him Robin Hood after that. I don't know. I maybe missed something. Maybe it's some checks or something that he got that he been saving back. I don't know. But it's a lot of debt too, with like just regular expenses of the house. So who knows? He did pop in that old tape. That Mary has been a part of that boy's life since he was little. I still think that's his dad, and that's just that's my story. I'm sticking to it, and that's that. So Keyshawn get back to you know, the white man and her, and come find out, he found the diapers. So he realized that Diamond, that she went to the dollar store to see Diamond, and that's a point that I left out last week, because like I told you, I need to start taking little notes, because this show is a big show on just information and just everything that comes at you. It's not like a reality show. This is an hour long of just straight. It's not like commercial. So I have to start taking a little bit of notes. So he found out that she went there and seen Diamond at the dollar store, you know. So he was mad about that. We're not going to stay too much on that because, you know, he just don't like Diamond, you know. So he go file a complaint on Diamond because he tried. It's just the white privilege thing. I tell you, this man, he really uses his white card a lot, you know. He does, and he's still beating on the girl, you know. It's like, and she loved this man. I feel like she loved this man, like, and it's just what I feel like. I feel like she loved him, and that's that. Then we go into Murder and his DJ not coming and all of that to the event, to the tour. And then I think I don't know, was that Meg Thee Stallion that it's supposed to be? I don't know, because the girl touched his, I don't know if it was supposed to be Lotto or Meg Thee Stallion, but basically a girl touched his arms, like, let's get to the music or whatever she said. But I don't know, they was trying to point out something like that to us. I don't know. They get back to Keyshawn and they try to see if, you know, she can go on this tour. It's the same man that hangs with Murder. I don't know exactly who this man is, but he was in the last episode when they was in VIP. He kind of got like the, you know, goatee and stuff like that. But he goes to the house and Keyshawn is like laying out all these stipulations. Like, is y'all gonna provide hair? Is y'all gonna provide this? She got to do all this stuff in front of this white man because she got to try to make it seem like she getting all this and this and that out the deal. And so basically, they you know, they kind of like, you know, trying to figure out what she gonna do. So then, you know, she gonna do it anyway. Make a long story short, she texted the man behind her husband back and was like, you know, I'm in, you know. So Murder also stopped by the jail. I don't know who this boy is, but he got out of jail. It's some boy that's in their gang. So because Murder is like in a gang, you know, so some boy's getting out of jail. He seemed like he wild and crazy. He's like a wild, crazy like type of guy. So he's getting out of jail. Don't know much about him. Not gonna stay too much on that boy. Don't really know. All I know is they trying to get this tour together. They trying to get Keyshawn on board, which she is on board. She went on ahead and you know, she did it with her husband to get him to you know, feed, you know, to like, guess let her go, basically. She, you know, she did what she had to do, and that's, I guess, how she get him to say yes to stuff, you know. They fight, they argue, he beat her up, and then she, you know, do what she do to her husband, and then he accepts it, and then she move on. So that was nice. They kidnapped Uncle Clifford, put him in the trunk, fixed him up and took him to a birthday party. That was nice because I feel like it was a getaway from what his normal is, you know what I mean? Just that normal strip club scene and the pink and all of that. It took him to the skate world, something different outside of his element when we normally see him in. It was more like about him for a change. It wasn't him stressing, going crazy about the club, stuff not going right. It was just like a moment just for him, and I like that moment. I did peep the boy from the Bad Boys Club in there. What's his name? Andre? I don't know his name. Andre? I don't know what his name is, but I did peep him in there, y'all. And they was just, you know, trying to get Uncle Clifford in good spirits, and then they had the boy roll through on skates. It looked like Murder, you know, but it wasn't Murder. You know, I kind of knew it wasn't Murder though when they when he was in the back and he had the mask on. I said, that ain't Murder, because you know Murder got that certain type of head, but Uncle Clifford thought it was him though. But they ended up doing what they do though. And you know, if you seen it, you seen it. Did y'all see it? You know, I had to rewind it back a little bit, but just know in that scene right there, I seen something. If you seen it, then you seen it. If you didn't, then you just missed it. But I seen it, you know, I seen it. So we get there, Uncle Clifford get him a little woo, you know, for his birthday. And so then we get back to the pink. The pink is going crazy because Miss Winter, honey, don't know what she doing. Like I already said it, she know how to, you know, do what she do, but Uncle Clifford is who is in charge of the girls. He's in charge of the club. He keeps that thing running. He just not financially, I guess, I don't know what the word is to use for it. He might not be financially like, I don't know the word, but it's a word that you know you can use where a person is just not able to handle the finances like perfectly, but when it comes to running the actual situation, he know how to run it. And it just was going a hot mess, you know. So then Mercedes, no, she hurt. She trying to get up on the pole. She fall off the pole, hurt herself. But y'all, like, we gonna get into this and then we gonna leave this alone. Like, it's getting a little creepy on this show, y'all. Like, it's like it's getting creepy. You feel what I'm saying? Like with this man and everything that been going on, it's just getting a little creepy, you know. And so then we get to Diamond and everybody's there. Uncle Clifford, the girl, and Mercedes laid out, and he, you know, do like the voodoo stuff, and he gets that spirit out of her, that 7 pounds. That's why the show is called 7 Pounds of Pressure. He get that up out of her, you know. And it's crazy because it's like, it's just like creepy, y'all. It's creepy. And basically, you know, from my understanding, when you pull a trigger, it's 7 pounds of pressure when you pull that gun, you know. And because she pulled that because she pulled that gun, it then popped her out of socket, you know. So now she got this pressure on her arm and they had to release it. And so now it's a whole thing going on. Mercedes got like this like spirit on her that's holding her down. And you know, they had to release the spirit off of her, and that was just a lot, y'all. That was a lot, because like, one thing, y'all, that voodoo stuff is real, you know. And I ain't gonna just say voodoo because I don't know exactly what kind of witchcrafty stuff he was doing, but that stuff is real, you know. And you know, she got a body on her hands, you know what I mean? And like, that's like, it's a lot, like, you know. So afterwards, you know, she was telling the girl, like, you know, we did all this for you, you know, I did this for you, and you know, this thing is haunting me, you know. So she told the girl she got to get out. And I already knew that wasn't gonna work. I just told y'all on the last episode, I was like, I don't even see them living together. Like, how is that even working? You know what I mean? Like, how are they living together? I don't see them as two that can get along. So, you know, she told her she got to go. So the girl go on back to the strip club. So she's staying at the strip club, and if y'all seen on the camera, y'all seen that little ghost light or whatever it is, I don't know if that man dead or not, y'all. It's getting a little creepy for me. Like, that part right there is creepy. Like, if I was in here watching this by myself, I couldn't watch that by myself, because when it comes to like scary stuff like that, I don't play by myself in the house when it comes to that scary stuff. Like, so it's like P-Valley, y'all got to tighten up. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all gotta tighten up on that part, because y'all know y'all was getting back into me. Because like last week I was telling y'all that like it was a lot going on, you know, and I'm trying to like get back into it because y'all came into it with this pandemic and stuff. But like that little creepy stuff, that ain't it. You feel me? Because I can't sit back and watch that by myself. I don't do creepy. I don't do creepy. I don't do the voodoo, witchcraft, spiritual, all that like creepy stuff. Oh no, you feel me? Ghosts and all that popping up, I don't do that. I'll watch a scary movie, but I'll watch a scary movie when I'm with people, you know. I don't do that when I'm by myself, because I don't like it. But yeah, so she going back to the strip club, and now she's staying in the strip club with the ghost, and then the Obama boy pop up. So, you know, they have a little moment, even though, you know, they always had a little thing going on. So we're going to see how that play out. But, you know, he's still married. And he never messed around with her no way. So we're going to see how that play out, y'all. But anyway, make sure y'all subscribe to this channel. Thank y'all for sitting and talking about this show. Let me know what y'all thoughts and opinion on this show, y'all. And I'll keep y'all updated on the next show. So until we see each other again, I'll see y'all in the next video. Please go back, because I'm going to be reviewing a couple of shows today. So just come back and check me out or whatever, and I'll be having a few more reviews. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.
Outrageous. You smile, and I smile when I say